Number 1. The 1978 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, offered at $8,500, and located in Elk River, Minnesota. This isn't just any sedan, it's a rolling statement. Powered by a massive 7.0-liter 425 cubic inch V8, this Fleetwood was built during a time when Cadillac still believed that bigger was always better. With 90,000 miles on the clock, this survivor has seen some miles, but not enough to wear down at iconic road presence or the soft, gliding ride Cadillac was known for. The seller says the car starts and runs, and while not a showpiece yet, it's a strong candidate for someone who wants to own a vintage Cadillac without spending 5 figures. The bones are there. The engine is legendary, and it comes with the unmistakable presence of Brougham, complete with that signature long hood, formal roofline, and all the chrome trim your heart could desire. The Fleetwood Brougham was Cadillac's top-tier luxury sedan before the 80s downsizing wave hit. It came fully loaded from the factory, with plush interiors, thick carpets, and seats that felt more like living room sofas than automotive furniture. These models are increasingly rare, especially ones that are running and relatively unmolested, like this one. The seller is open to offers and asks that interested buyers PM for more information. That usually means this isn't a desperate sale. It's someone who knows what they've got and is hoping it goes to the right home. And if you're in Minnesota or willing to travel, this could be a smooth way to slide into classic car ownership with a ton of vintage character and comfort. Whether you're dreaming of a lowrider build, a period-correct cruiser, or just want something to turn heads at your local cars and coffee, this 1978 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham could be the one you've been waiting for. Number 2. The 1972 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale Convertible, priced at just $5,300, and located in Elbow Lake, Minnesota. This isn't your average Sunday driver. It's one of the final years of Oldsmobile's full-size convertibles, with just the right mix of vintage charm and muscle-era road presence. With 93,259 miles on the odometer and an automatic transmission, this Delta 88 Royale is a big-body drop-top that still runs and drives, ready to hit the road or start its next chapter as a weekend cruiser. Under the hood, you're likely dealing with a rocket V8, Oldsmobile's signature power plant for the Delta 88 lineup. Known for their reliability and torque, these engines were designed to move full-size luxury cars with ease. And with the top down, that classic V8 rumble turns every errand into an event. This particular Royale also features a glass rear window, a small but important upgrade that gives a convertible top both durability and a more refined look. While not show car perfect, it's listed as running nicely and driving well. Ideal for someone who wants to enjoy a rare convertible without breaking the bank. These big convertibles from the early 70s are becoming harder and harder to find, especially at this price point. With so many of them either rusted out, parted out, or stashed away in barns, seeing one up and running at just over $5,000 is a rare opportunity. The seller has even provided a phone number, so if you're interested in turning heads next summer or this weekend, you can reach out directly at 218-671-1492. Don't wait too long, though. The market for classic convertibles, like this one, is heating up. This 1972 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale is a perfect mix of nostalgic design, open-air freedom, and classic American road presence, all at a budget-friendly price. Number 3. The 1979 Lincoln Continental Mark V Bill Blass Edition, priced at just $6,500 and located in Walcott, North Dakota. With only 63,000 miles on the clock, this Mark V is more than just a classic. It's a collector's piece that represents one of the most opulent expressions of late 70s automotive design. Draped in the exclusive Bill Blass designer package, this car oozes sophistication with its rich color scheme, gold-accented trim, and unmistakable badging. Under the hood is a 400 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission. The perfect setup for long, smooth highway cruises. Lincoln built these cars to glide, and the Mark V delivers just that: comfort, silence, and presence. The new tires add to the confidence, ensuring it's not just a garage queen. You can actually take it out and enjoy the ride. The designer series from Lincoln, like the Cartier, Givenchy, and this Bill Blass edition, offered top-tier luxury appointments and styling cues you couldn't get on standard models. From embroidered seats to the exclusive exterior paint and vinyl roof, every detail was carefully curated. This 1979 model also marks the final year of the massive Marquis coupes, making the last of the legendary line. Measuring over 19 feet long and weighing in at more than 4,600 pounds, this Lincoln wasn't built for tight corners. It was built to make a statement. Whether you're into 70s style, want a cushy weekend cruiser, or looking for a standout addition to your collection, this 1979 Lincoln Continental Marquis Bill Blass edition delivers serious vintage luxury for a very fair price. Don't let this one pass you by. Cars like this are becoming harder to find in clean, original condition, especially with such low mileage. At $6,500, this is classic American elegance at its finest. Number 4. The 1978 Chevrolet Malibu Classic, priced at $10,699 and located in Winnipeg, Manitoba. With just 53,980 kilometers on the odometer, this Malibu is a time capsule of late 1970s American styling and engineering. Powered by a 305 cubic inch, 5.0L V8, delivering 130 horsepower through an automatic transmission, this car offers a smooth, laid-back ride perfect for weekend drives or classic car meets. The seller has lovingly owned the car for the past 17 years, and it shows. It's been kept garage-stored through the winters, ensuring it was never exposed to salt or harsh Canadian elements. Before that, it spent its days tucked away in the garage of an elderly woman who barely drove it. A true survivor story. But this isn't just a survivor. It's been tastefully upgraded with performance and style in mind. There's a custom hood with air scoop, an upgraded sound system, and a host of other enhancements that strike a nice balance between originality and personalization. Plus, the seller is offering complete documentation from their years of ownership, including the original service manual, which will be included with the car. Whether you're looking to relive a bit of the past, cruise into car shows with a head-turning classic, or dive into a rewarding hobby project, this 1978 Malibu is ready. It's recently passed a safety inspection, drives smooth, and is mechanically sorted, just waiting for a new home. If you're serious, the seller is accepting cash or certified bank draft only. No trades. They're open to reasonable offers and are happy to review the full history of the car with serious buyers. So, if you're looking for a clean, unique classic with solid story and serious vintage charm, this 1978 Chevy Malibu Classic could be the perfect fit. Number 5. The 1971 Mercury Cougar Coupe 2D, priced at $8,500 and located in Little Rock, Arkansas. With just 70,000 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Cougar is a rare find, especially in running and driving condition at this price point. The seller notes it runs and drives very good, which tells us it's not just a garage ornament. It's a car that's still got plenty of life left on the open road. The 1971 model marked the start of the second generation of Cougars, with major redesign that made the car larger, heavier, and even more stylish. Mercury positioned the Cougar as a more refined alternative to the Mustang, and you can feel that DNA in every curve of the body. The long hood, hidden headlights, and sloping rear give an unmistakable presence on the street. It's muscular but elegant, a gentleman's muscle car. Under the hood, while the specific listing doesn't mention engine specs, many 1971 Cougars came with either a 302, 351 Cleveland, or even a big block 429 V8. Given that this one runs and drives well, it's likely been maintained or updated over time, though any serious buyer will want to confirm that with the seller. This car isn't just about the drivetrain, it's about the vibe. The 1971 Cougar is the kind of classic you can cruise in on the weekends, show up to a meet and still turn heads. It's also a fantastic entry into the classic car world, especially for those who want something different than the usual Mustangs and Camaros. At just $8,500, it's priced attractively for what you're getting. A clean title, solid body, and road-ready condition make this a compelling deal in today's classic market, especially for a luxury coupe that blends performance and style from a golden era of American design. If you're looking for a vintage ride that stands out, offers room to personalize, and can still handle modern roads with ease, this 1971 Mercury Cougar might just be your next big move. Number 6. The 1979 Lincoln Continental Town Car, Collector Series, priced at just $3,400 and located in Orland Park, Illinois. This classic four-door sedan is more than just a big body and a chrome grille. It's a rolling symbol of prestige, comfort, and full-size American engineering. Under the hood, it's been upgraded with a 400 cubic inch V8, fitted with a 750 CFM Holley carburetor, a Dominator intake, an HEI distributor, and fresh plugs and wires. Combine that with a new aluminum radiator and brand new tires, and you've got a drivetrain that's been given serious love and attention. And yes, this Lincoln runs and drives good. According to the seller, it's ready to cruise with plenty of power under the hood and a ride that still delivers that floating on air feeling Lincoln was known for. The car also retains its clean title and comes from Texas, meaning you're getting a body with very little rust. A huge bonus for a vintage sedan like this. With that long, imposing frame and unmistakable front end, this town car is the kind of presence you just can't find in modern vehicles. Inside, the luxury features keep on coming. Power seats, automatic LED dimming headlights, and working power windows, at least on the front and driver's rear. The passenger rear window will need a plastic gear replaced, but that's a common and manageable fix. It's a small job for what you get in return. Mechanically, the brakes do function, but the driver's rear wheel cylinder leaks, so it'll need some brake attention soon. But considering the price and the amount of recent upgrades, this is still a tremendous value for someone looking to restore, cruise, or collect. Whether you're looking to turn heads at the local car meet, or just want a plush, old-school ride that makes you feel like royalty behind the wheel, this 1979 Lincoln Continental Town Car Collector Series checks all the boxes. It's got style, size, and a strong foundation to build from. The seller is asking $3,400 OBO, and they're open to reasonable offers. So if this majestic Lincoln speaks to you, now's the time to reach out and bring this classic home. Number 7. The 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis Colony Park, priced at $10,000 and located in Glenville, West Virginia. Now, this isn't just any old station wagon. This is a kind of classic that turns heads at every stoplight and transports you straight back to a time when cars were long, smooth, and built like rolling living rooms. This particular example was rescued from a field by its current owner and brought back to life, preserving much of its original charm while benefiting from a ton of new parts along the way. Underneath that long, iconic wood grain paneling lies a wagon that's extremely solid. Sure, there are a few rust spots, a gentle reminder where it sat for so long, but the frame is rock solid, and so is the overall body. This car is not a rust bucket. It's a time capsule with character. Inside, the story gets even better. The interior is nearly perfect, from the dash to the seats to the classic two-tone styling. The seller describes it as having a beautiful patina, and you can see why. This Mercury has earned its battle scars, but it wears them with pride. It glides down the road like a big old boat, and if you've ever driven one of these land yachts, you know exactly what that means. Smooth, spacious, and effortless. Whether you're rolling through town or down a country highway, this wagon knows how to cruise. And everywhere it goes, it gathers a crowd. Because you just don't see cars like this anymore, especially not ones that have been kept as original, with tasteful restoration where it counts. The seller is parting ways not out of frustration, but out of respect. As they put it, I hate to sell it, but it just sits around. I'd love to see it go to a loving home. So if you're looking for something that combines classic American luxury, road trip nostalgia, and a whole lot of personality, this 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis Colony Park might be calling your name. Bring her home. Give her the attention she deserves, and become the next chapter in the station wagon's legendary story. Number 8. The 1984 Granada, nicknamed Low Cash Style, priced at just $3,800 and located in Seacliff, New York. A true time capsule from the dawn of the Reagan era. With just 51,000 original miles, this one-owner grandpa car is exactly what it sounds like. Clean, simple, and untouched by time. The kind of car that makes you want to throw on a members-only jacket, cue up a mixtape of the Cars and Duran Duran, and cruise like it's 1983. This Granada isn't trying to be a muscle car or a street racer. It's a time machine on wheels. A reminder of when new wave music was just taking over the airwaves, and when MAS*H told you it was time to head to bed. The seller calls a fun little time capsule. And we couldn't agree more. It was picked up in Pennsylvania, and yes, it needed some love. A rebuilt carburetor, new gaskets, adjustments, a full exhaust system, and a wheel alignment. But now it's floating down the road like a cloud. Smooth, solid, and simple. It's powered by a 6-cylinder engine. And while it doesn't have air conditioning, you do have windows that roll down the old school way. As the seller puts it, that's when men were men and they rolled the windows down because they weren't 200 pounds overweight. Tough love, vintage style. The interior is described as solid as a rock. And yes, it even includes a Bluetooth receiver, so you can blast your favorite 80s hits without losing that original vibe. Want to relive the era of the Dukes of Hazzard and cassette tapes? This Granada is your ride. Whether you're a nostalgia collector, someone looking for a quirky cruiser, or just a fan of cars with personality, this one-owner 1984 Granada offers something rare these days: simplicity, character, and a ride that feels like stepping into the past. So if you're ready to time travel without breaking the bank, this $3,800 blast in the past is waiting for its next pilot. Just don't forget your Wayfarers and that 80s playlist. Number 9. The 1969 Mercury Montego, priced at $5,500 and located in Escondido, California. Under the hood, this Montego is powered by a 302 cubic inch V8, made into a solid C6 automatic transmission. It's got the right bones for a cruiser, and it's already had a long list of recent upgrades and maintenance, making it a great candidate for someone who wants a turnkey driver with room for light improvements. Here's what's new. It's got an Edelbrock Performer 4-barrel intake paired with a brand new Edelbrock AV2 carburetor, electronic ignition, a new starter and solenoid, a fresh battery and terminals, plus a full coolant flush and oil change. And it doesn't stop there. It also features a true dual exhaust system, classic slot mag wheels, 14x8 in the front, 14x10 in the rear, and a replaced steering column. Factory options? You've got them. Power steering, power brakes, factory air conditioning, and a nice stereo system already in place. The interior is in great condition and the car runs, drives, and stops. You can literally drive it away today. This Montego has a clean California title, is registered through December 2025, and it's in the seller's name, which makes for a smooth transaction, whether you're buying or trading. The paperwork is ready. Now, full transparency, like many classics of its age, it's got a few quirks. The body has some rust and bondo, the windshield has a crack, and the front windows need adjustment. There's also a ticking sound when the engine is cold, likely a valve train adjustment, possibly rockers that are a little too tight. But according to the seller, that ticking goes away once the engine warms up, and it still drives great overall. The best part? The seller is open to trades for other cool cars, which gives you options if you got something equally interesting sitting in your garage. If you're looking for a driver quality 60s classic that stands out from the usual Mustangs and Chevelles, the 69 Mercury Montego could be your perfect project cruiser, especially at $5,500. Number 10. The 1941 Chevrolet two-door coupe, priced at $9,500 and located in Fairdale, Kentucky. This pre-war classic has been given a modern mechanical heart with a Chevy 350 V8 engine paired to a 350 automatic transmission. It's a turnkey driver that runs and drives well, offering the best of both worlds, classic 1940s styling with the reliability of a small block powertrain. The body is reported to be solid, including the floors, which can be a deal breaker on cars from this era. It also rides on a fresh set of wheels and tires, giving it that updated street rod stance without going over the top. From the outside, this Chevy keeps its vintage charm, but inside, it's had some comfort upgrades. The interior features newer G-body bucket seats, giving the cabin a more modern, supportive feel for cruising. And yes, all the lights and gauges work, a rare bonus in a project of this vintage. It comes with a clean Kentucky title. And because it was titled in the late 40s, it's officially listed as a 1941 model, keeping its historical value intact. The seller emphasizes that this isn't a show car priced at $25,000. It's a driver-quality classic, perfect for someone who wants a project they can enjoy while improving. If you're into events, here's your chance. This Chevy will be on display at the Street Rod Nationals in Louisville this weekend. It's a great opportunity to see it in person, maybe even drive it home if the deal's right. Whether you're looking to buy or trade, the seller is open, just no motorcycles. Please. For $9,500 OBO, this 1941 Chevy Coupe is a slice of hot rod history, ready to cruise today and build into your dream tomorrow. Number 11. The 1971 Chevrolet Malibu RS 4-door hardtop, priced at $7,500 and located in Meyersdale, Pennsylvania. This isn't your average Chevelle. It's a 4-door hardtop, also known as a sports sedan, and it comes with a clean title and a solid drivetrain featuring a 307 V8 engine paired to a Powerglide automatic transmission. It's equipped with power brakes, power steering, factory air conditioning, and crank windows, giving it that classic 70s charm with useful options. The seller shares that this car has had a lot of money invested over the years, including a legit paint job and some performance upgrades. More recently, a substantial amount of work was done to bring it back to life. The entire front half of the brake system is brand new. Steel lines, hoses, master cylinder, cylinders, drums, pads, and all the necessary hardware. While the rear brakes are still functional, the seller has the replacement parts of those as well, included in the sale. Underneath, it's just as solid. The frame and floors are in excellent condition, with only a few rust spots on the body that the seller has touched up. This isn't a perfect show car, but it's been preserved and maintained with care. Mechanically, it's running and driving as it sits. The seller has also done a recent oil change, added new plug wires, and is upfront about a few remaining needs: new tires, a muffler, and some weather stripping around the side windows. But the best part? There's a ton of extra parts included to help you continue the restoration or customization. If you're looking for a budget-friendly entry into the classic Chevelle world, with room for the family and a project you can drive while you wrench, this 71 Malibu RS might be exactly what you need. At just $7,500, it's a very solid, very honest classic ready for its next chapter. Number 12. The 1951 DeSoto Deluxe 2-door coupe, offered at $7,000 and located in Arkansaw, Wisconsin. This curvy classic is a true survivor from a time when cars were built like tanks and carried more chrome than a jukebox. Under the hood, it's powered by a flathead inline 6-cylinder engine, paired to a fluid drive transmission, a unique system that blends manual shifting with the feel of an automatic. So yes, it's a manual, but it drives like an automatic. Very 1950s innovation. The seller says it runs and drives well, and calls it simply what it is, a cool old car. If you're into that smooth vintage styling with that unmistakable American character, this DeSoto delivers. But wait, there's more. At the full asking price, the seller is willing to throw in a 1950 DeSoto as well, which is said to be in nice shape and comes with a title. That's right, you could be walking away with 2 vintage DeSotos for the price of one. A rare opportunity for collectors or anyone looking to build a classic fleet. The 1951 model features that iconic bullet nose front end, wide white wall tires, and a body style that screams 1950s Americana. Inside, the car still carries the charm and simplicity of its era: mechanical gauges, long bench seats, and a layout built for cruising, not racing. Whether you're looking to preserve it, restore it, or just drive something that'll turn heads at every gas station, this DeSoto fits the bill. Asking price is $7,000 OBO, and remember, if the post is still up, the car is still available. The seller made that crystal clear. Number 13, the 1977 Ford LTD Country Squire Station Wagon, offered at $4,500, located in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. This isn't your average wagon. This is a full-size, wood-grain-sided land yacht your parents took cross-country in the 70s. Under the hood is a hardy Ford 400 cubic inch V8, made of the AC 6.3-speed automatic transmission. The seller says it runs awesome. Cruises comfortably at 65 miles per hour, but notes that when the transmission gets hot and you hit the gas, it starts to slip. So it drives, but it'll need a little TLC if you want a highway-ready long-term. There was an attempt to install a replacement transmission, but with too many other projects on the go, the seller simply ran out of time. Despite the drivetrain quirk, the body is described as solid, with just a couple small rust spots around the wheel well corners. A common issue, but nothing too alarming. Inside, the driver's seat has a rip, and the headliner needs some love, but otherwise, the interior is in good shape for a nearly 50-year-old cruiser. This car would make a perfect street rod project, a full-on restoration, or just a cool classic for weekend drives and car shows. The look is unmistakable. Those sweeping lines, chrome bumpers, and of course, that iconic faux wood paneling that screams late-70s Americana. The car comes with a clean Minnesota title, and the seller is open to cash, or even a trade for house building materials. So if you're fixing up your garage and want a new project to park in it, this might be your match. Number 14, the 1978 Ford LTD2 Brougham, priced at just $1,000 and located in Two Hills, Alberta. It's not just a car. It's a statement from an era when American sedans were built like rolling living rooms on wheels. This LTD2 carries that unmistakable late-70s presence, long hood, massive chrome bumpers, and a profile that looks like it should be gliding down the Vegas Strip in 1978. It's full-size, full-attitude, and still proudly wears its original Brougham badge, a trim level that meant comfort, luxury, and a whole lot of padded vinyl. The seller says it's showing just 25,000 kilometers. That's right, 25,000. It's likely rolled over at some point, but still, this is a rare sight for a nearly 50-year-old car. It's powered by a classic V8 engine, paired to an automatic transmission. The good news? It runs, fires up and breathes like an old-school cruiser should. But here's the catch. It needs transmission work. So while it's not quite ready for a cross-country cruise just yet, the bones are solid, and the price leaves plenty of room in the budget for repairs. If you're handy or have a shop that won't break the bank, this could be a phenomenal value. As for condition, we don't get the full breakdown, but this isn't being sold as a rust bucket or a parts car. It's not pristine either. Think of it as a project with potential. These LTD2s have strong frames, comfy interiors, and loads of space for customization. Whether you want to slam it and cruise, restore it to factory glory, or even build a sleeper out of it, this is the blank canvas you've been waiting for. The seller's also open to trades, so if you've got something cool, practical, or just interesting to offer, throw it out there. Who knows, you might drive away with a piece of automotive history. So if you're in Alberta or you don't mind making the trip, this 1978 Ford LTD2 Brougham could be the start of something special. A time capsule on 4 wheels, waiting for the right person to bring it back to life. Number 15, the 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LS Coupe, priced at $8,500 and located in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. This car is all about presence, power, and old-school cool. Let's start under the hood, because that's where things get serious. This Monte Carlo is powered by a 402 big block Chevy engine, paired to a TH350 automatic transmission. That combo means this isn't just a pretty cruiser. It's a torque-rich machine that still knows how to throw you back in the seat when you hit the gas. It runs and drives, and it does so with the kind of grunt and rumble that only a big block V8 can deliver. The body lines? Classic Monte Carlo. Long hood, short deck, and that signature swooping roofline that defined the model's elegant yet aggressive stance. The car carries that unmistakable early 70s swagger, and even though it's not a showpiece, it's exactly what it claims to be, a solid driver. Something you can hop into, take to cars and coffee, or just cruise down the highway while the rumble of that 402 turns heads at every intersection. The seller is up front. It's not perfect. It's not trying to be a pristine trailer queen restoration, but that's part of the charm. This Monte Carlo is honest. The kind of car that's meant to be enjoyed, not babied. The kind of car you can actually drive, work on, and slowly improve over time, without worrying about every little rock chip or smudge on the chrome. And speaking of chrome, it still looks to be all there. Same with the trim, the glass, and the classic coupe silhouette that makes this body style so desirable. Whether you're looking for your next weekend cruiser, a father-son project, or a platform to build into something even more aggressive, this Monte Carlo gives you a strong starting point without breaking the bank. The title? Clean and in hand. And at just $8,500 for a big block-powered 72 Monte Carlo, it's priced a move. So if you're in the market for a classic with presence, muscle, and room to make it your own, this 1972 Monte Carlo might just be the right fit for your garage.